Hey everybody, fragrances that perform best in humid weather. The first recommendation is Creed Silver Mountain Water, and this fragrance to me is fresh, clean, and crisp. I don't think I have ever smelled a fragrance that's as crisp as this one is. And let me just try to paint the picture in your head because I never really go up to the mountains, so I don't really know what that vibe and atmosphere is like. But to me, when I smell this fragrance, it reminds me of going on a hike and you make it to your destination, which is this nice waterfall. You set your bag down and you're sitting on a rock and you're just taking in the whole entire environment, the tall trees, the fresh water, and you take like a deep breath in and it's just zen like no other. You know what I mean? It's very relaxing, it's peaceful, and you want to just stay in the moment for however long. You know, it's just one of those things that's just so beautiful. And that whole entire image is how, like, that's what I feel like when I'm wearing Silver Mountain Water. It just takes me back to experiences like that. And another thing that surprised me with this fragrance is the longevity. I thought that this would probably be a scent that wouldn't push past 4 to 5 hours, but I easily got past 7 hours with this fragrance, almost 8. I would even say 8 actually, because I didn't spray this on my wrists. I just did one behind each ear, the back of my neck, and then the backs of my shoulder blades. And the whole entire day, I was just smelling this in my scent bubble and it was just going off. So, and it was hot that day as well. So definitely give Silver Mountain Water by Creed a shot. I know a lot of people like to talk about Aventus and that one's great as well. But I think that this is a different sort of offering that also offers a lot more versatility. Like, this is something you can wear to work. This is something you can wear on a hike, and it's really gonna mold into whatever situation you put it into really, really nicely. So Silver Mountain Water by Creed. And like I always do, I'm gonna put all the names of the fragrances and the discount site links in the description in case you wanna pick up a bottle. Next fragrance is my scent of the day, Elysium by Roche Parfums. Do I even have to talk about it as much anymore? No, because I'm sure a lot of my returning subscribers know the deal on this, but it's a fresh lemon cocktail sort of fragrance. To me, when I smell this, it reminds me of being on a tropical vacation. This is summertime in a bottle. And my favorite type of vacations are the ones where you're pretty much like only in a bathing suit the whole entire time. And you probably have one outfit to bring like for a special dinner, but the whole entire week that you're off, you're just like, you're shirtless, you're pantsless, just in your swim trunks or your like bikini, whatever it is, enjoying life, drinking and eating all the local food, you know? So to me, that is Elysium in a bottle, and it's so fun, it's flirty, and it's just a confident, fresh sort of fragrance. My favorite freshie, Elysium by Roche Parfums. Number 3, I don't have with me right now, but it's from Parfums de Marly. It's called Sedley. And if you've tried Oceania by Raja, to me, the fragrances are very similar. Like, they're super, super similar. So just to kind of give you a little brief, and for like, well, just to tell you a little bit about this fragrance, it's kind of like this spritzy, Sprite, bright sort of fragrance. I hope that makes sense. It smells like luxurious Sprite. Let me just say it that way as well. So the same thing, like I got the same exact reaction when I wore Sedley. I was like, holy shit, this smells like Oceania. So if that's what you want that fun, bubbly, luxurious Sprite sort of vibe, then check out Sedley, check out Oceania, both great fragrances. And this one lasted on me around, I actually got over 8 hours with this fragrance, which shocked me. And I would wear it all the time when the sun was just beating down on me, you know? So 80-degree weather plus, this thing would really show out. When I did test Sedley, I got around the same performance, maybe like 7-ish hours with that scent. I didn't perform as well as Oceania, but nonetheless, both are great fragrances. Number 4, Cedropose by Mancera. Come on, it's a fruity fragrance. It has a woody dry down, and this thing easily performs over a day. I have not tried the intense version yet. I don't even know if it came out already. Maybe they're still working on it or something like that. But can't tell you too much about the reformulation of this fragrance, but the one I have right here, this bottle, literally, I'll do maybe 5 to 8 sprays of it, and I'll get complimented the next day on this fragrance because the dry down just goes off. So fruity in the opening, woody in the dry down. Number 5 is going to be not Hasabot. Somebody corrected me. Hachivat. I gotta look at that. I'm gonna look at it again, I promise. But this fragrance is a fresh pineapple scent, but it dries down smelling like oak moss. Very hit or miss for some people. I will say, like, most of the people that I've seen that don't really like this fragrance have been guys, but whenever I wear this around girls, like, they love it. Like, they could smell this thing from a mile away and they're just like, oh, you smell so good. Like Cedrat Bosé, this is a fragrance that I was complimented on the next day. It was by my sister and she thought that I freshly applied it. And it was literally like 25, 26 hours later. So I was very impressed with the performance of this fragrance. It did not leave and it just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And for a fresh fragrance, that's like literally unheard of, you know? A lot of them don't do that. So this fragrance, if you want something that will last, this and Cedrat Bosé will be fine. Maybe more of this one because Cedrat has been reformulated from what I've heard. That was number 6, right? No, 1. I always lose count, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 5. I'm gonna move over here to the designer side. We're gonna get some affordable fragrances in here. And Legend Spirit by Mont Blanc is a great one to pull for. Let's say if you have less than $50 in your pocket or in your account and you're trying to smell fresh, clean, and sexy, this is the fragrance for you, okay? This scent does smell like clean deodorant. That sounds almost too simple to a point where you're like, should I even get that if it just smells like deodorant? But trust me, the women's reactions with this fragrance are fire, okay? I remember when I walked with my sister and I was testing this fragrance and she smelled it. She was like, you smell really nice. And then I asked her to rate it. She gave it a 9 out of 10. And she was like an arm's length away from me. We were just outside, like talking and walking. And she was definitely smelling this thing just going off. She's like, yeah, that's a really good smell. I've been smelling it on you this whole entire walk. So the performance on this, around 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours. So you're not really going to get anything that will push past that unless you overspray it. But I mean, for like a $35 fragrance, $45 fragrance, I cut it some slack because it's fairly affordable. So Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, very easy blind buy fragrance. Number 7 is going to be The Dreamer by Versace. I know that some people really hate this fragrance, but I have had nothing but love every single time I've worn this. Every single time I have worn this fragrance, people just shower me with compliments. And it's like a $27, $28 scent, which kind of blew my mind. But then again, in terms of performance, it's ass. Okay, this one is less than Legend Spirit. I probably get, 4 hours. I wouldn't say 3 hours. I'm just going to say a solid 4 hours. So this is something that I spray over 10 times when I am doing something, especially in the summertime. It's just... And then I'm out there and everyone's like, oh man, you smell really, really good. I wore this to the beach a lot and it got a lot of high praises. But on my skin, this smells pretty lemony. I don't know what the notes are with this fragrance, but it's just kind of a citrusy, fresh and clean fragrance. Nothing really inoffensive or nothing really offensive, more on the inoffensive side. So The Dreamer by Versace. Okay, number 8, we are gonna go with another inexpensive one, and it's First Instinct by Abercrombie and Fitch. This one also is around 4 to 5 hours with performance, but if you have like a cookout, a bonfire, a bonfire, a barbecue or something that you're going to, and it's blazing outside, this is a fantastic youthful fragrance to wear. I always recommend it for people in high school. Even if you're in your 20s, you can easily pull this off. But this is just a very easy to like teenager sort of fragrance. So First Instinct smells like cantaloupes and honeydew in the opening. It's very melony. And then like the rest of the time, the fragrance smells like your typical Abercrombie and Fitch department store sort of cologne. You know, it's very teeny, like teen smelling, and then it's just very youthful, fun, bright. This just reminds me of playing beach volleyball. You know, like this is just another one of those things that you wear this at the beach, and you're about to like have your first kiss under the pier or something like that. It's just super youthful and fun, flirty, but it has that little bit of sexiness to it. You know what I mean? It's young love in a bottle, in my opinion. So this fragrance, it's like $32, $33. So another great cheapie. Number 9, I am gonna go with, oh, you know what, since we're talking about Abercrombie and Fitch, Fierce. Just hands down, something about Fierce. Till this day, I'm gonna just kind of spray some on my arm real quick, hold on. Wait, see, the bottle's almost done. This wasn't my bottle initially, but it was actually my girlfriend's. She bought it because she doesn't like wearing it personally, but she finds it super sexy, so she bought it, and look how much is left of it, you know? So this fragrance, I can't even describe what it smells like, to be honest. It just smells super, super sexy, and this is a scent that takes me back, okay? I do have memories associated with this fragrance, but a lot of women in their 20s and in their 30s, when they smell this scent, they know that it's Fierce. They're like, I know that fragrance. You know, it still has a lot of us, like, literally, like, when we smell it, it's like, oh, it takes us back to, like, high school, to middle school, when we're like, oh, when this thing was just popping. But anyways, oh, fuck, it's so sexy. God, this thing is so good. I would say it's an airy, almost aromatic sort of fragrance, like something that just kind of floats around you. I don't think that this is citrusy by any means. It just has like your typical, fuck, like, let me see, like it's almost watery, if that makes sense. No, that's not a good enough description. Again, I don't know the notes of this fragrance. I don't have like the note breakdown with me right now, but believe me when I say that this is just like sexy fun, okay? I think if you're looking for an elevated version of First Instinct and you want something that lasts longer, that has more character, that's more bold, this is gonna step it up. So you're trying to level up, go to this one, all right? So that's the best way I can actually describe it. Fierce by Abercrombie and Fitch. And lastly, or I think we have 2 more to go. You know what, let me grab this one. This is pretty affordable. This is Ultra Blue by Polo. It smells like almost every Polo cologne ever, and it's not, I don't find this to be a sexy fragrance. It's just a fresh, clean, period. That's it. It doesn't take it to the next level. It's a very safe fragrance that you can wear, but it will pull compliments. This thing is very mass appealing. Like, I remember I was going grocery shopping the first time I tested this fragrance, and this lady behind me complimented me. She was like, "You smell good. Hey, you smell good." And I was just like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And this is like, this was when the masks were like, everybody was like, had to wear them, you know? So this scent, even if when everybody was masked up, like this was still pushing, which surprised me. So my scent trail with this fragrance was doing really well. But Ultra Blue by Polo. And if I have to pick one more, just to be on the bougie side of things, Oud Wood by Tom Ford is a fresh, unique, woody sort of fragrance. And this one does shine when it's hot outside. Like this, I wore this in the high heat and it was non-stop compliments. Those things were just flowing and this was just radiating off my skin. Another fragrance that I would recommend, definitely over spraying. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, all the names of the fragrances in, come on man, all the names of the fragrances and the discount site links are in the description. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.